Good morning, everybody. Mr. Jimmy here once again, early this morning. Another early morning talk video. Another early morning boring talk video. Yes, indeed. So good morning, everybody. Hope each and every one of you is doing wonderful. Thank you. Welcome back to my channel. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate you catching this video. Yes, indeed. I appreciate you stopping and taking a moment out of your busy day to share it with me and listen to me beat my gums and run my mouth and talk about nonsense stuff. Nah, more or less like talk about my opinions. Since I'm doing the talking, you know. And you know how opinions are. They're like buttholes. Everybody's got one. Anyway, folks, we rolling strong this morning. Those of you who do not know me, don't know me from a hill of beans. Don't know what I'm about, don't know nothing whatsoever why I'm posting these videos. Well, folks, let me introduce yourself. I am Mr. Jimmy over here in the Old Reed community, right smack dab in the middle of Old Reed County, which is in the top right-hand corner of South Carolina. Right along the east coast of the United States of America. On this big, beautiful planet we call Earth. Yes, indeed, it is the most beautiful planet in the solar system, if you ask me, because we are on it, and this is our world. This is our planet. So anyway, folks, be appreciative of everything around you that comes to you and comes your way, that is grateful, that is great and pleasurable and nice, because no one is guaranteed anything in this lifetime expectancy on this earth. Anyway, folks, what my videos here are about, let me just hit on a few points. I make these videos early in the morning just to get the thoughts off the top of my head, get my jumbled up thoughts out. It's kind of like sometimes I want to call it like my talk therapy video. It's my talk therapy video because doing some therapy and getting myself on track. So if you hear me talking about nonsense stuff, you hear me talking about stuff that just don't make sense, understand it's early in the morning and I'm trying to get my thought process in place, get everything unscrambled. That's the job itself. Before I get to wherever my destination is, so that I am focused and ready to go. I choose the morning time like this, right, because it's so peaceful. It's early in the morning, 4:30 in the morning. Make a video, you don't have the hustle and bustle of all the traffic and the nonsense and the carrying on distracting you. Plus it's dark and you keep it focused straight ahead. That's one reason, you know, I'm not sitting here with the camera pointed on me with a light shining on, because I'd have to use a light because it'd be black and dark in here. You wouldn't see me. So this is just videos that I'm making on my travels to work in the mornings, sharing my thoughts with you, allowing you inside my thought process, inside my head. I will try to make some videos where I am sitting in front of the camera, so you can see me talking, but those videos will have to be made at home in front of the camera where I can put a light on so you can see my face and stuff like that, if I hadn't already made some before I post this video. See, my videos aren't uploaded right away. Like you see this, I'm making this video, but I won't be able to upload it till I get the Wi-Fi back in the house. Plus, I got other videos on my phone, whatnot, that I've got to get uploaded. it takes a lot doing editing work on videos and trying to get them uploaded and stuff like that, because you have to replay videos and listen to them, because you got to watch out for this, that, and the other, you know, sensitive individuals. You try not to offend people, since this is a social network of videos, you know, on YouTube. I mean, unless you put it private and stuff like that. But my videos are public once I release them. But I got to get all these videos uploaded and get them off my phone. I would do live stream on my way to work, but like I said, if you've watched my videos in the past, the signal really sucks. It goes in and out, and you wouldn't hear half of what I would be saying. So I go ahead and I record the video. I record my talk video, that is, and then I upload it when I can, after I go through it, make sure there's nothing bad in them or nothing like that, and then I upload them, and then boom, there they are. It's like, you know, I made a video like on a Christmas parade. I did a live stream for the Christmas parade, and later when I looked at the video, thank goodness, when I videoed live streamed it with my phone, but I had my GoPro on top videoing the parade also, because I wanted an extra copy just in case something happened to one of them. Well, when I look back at the live stream later, after I got it uploaded, or after it processed or whatever, and I look back at it online, it was already uploaded because it was live streamed. The picture was not that great. Low quality. I mean, I don't know if it has anything to do with the signal or what. It was just low quality to me, and I just did not like it. So I re-uploaded the GoPro footage, and it was a lot better. But if I had to take my phone, if I'd have just videoed the parade, it would have been so much clearer. It would have been so better. But, you know, you live and learn. You live and learn. You know, it's easy to live stream because you're live streaming it straight to the YouTube. And you don't have to upload. Later, you know, it takes a lot of time to upload a long video. But when you live stream, you directly, boom, you sending it right straight to YouTube and to the public. And that's just, you know, another thing, you know. And it's awesome. It's awesome. But the footage and it's just not that wonderful. I don't know if, you know, I need to reset something on the live stream, better quality or what. I don't know. I'm not a expert. I am a beginner on YouTube and vlogging, whatever you want to call it. You know, I can't really say I'm a vlogger. I kind of am, I kind of not, you know, and I'm talking like this right here. I'm doing this video right here. This is vlogging. This is vlogging a video. I'm talking, narrating it and everything. And it's just raw footage of going down the highway on the camera there. But that's the only thing I have to really video, because if I turn the camera around for me, you won't be able to see me. And because I can't turn on the light, that would be unsafe in here. But, other than this video, you know, I'm trying to make more videos. I gotta learn to trade a little bit better on this thing. I am a 57-year-old pirate. I'm not no young kid running around with a video camera doing some travel videos and stuff like that. I just, hopefully one day, maybe I can, because I would rather have a traveling videos than the boring humdrum that I do. But I just am chained to a job. I'm part of the working class that we're scared if we miss a day's work that we're gonna be living in the woods in a cardboard box or something other than under a tree branch. That's the way we look. We're worried to death about tomorrow. It's hard not to worry about tomorrow, because I always preach about, or always talk about, worry about today. Tomorrow will work itself out. But when you're part of the working class, I'm talking about the real working class. I ain't talking about people that just work for a hobby and, they got plenty to take care of. They just working to pass the time, or they working to keep yourself busy because they ain't got nothing else to do. I'm talking about the ones that struggle each and every day, drag themselves up, carry their butts to a job because they've got to make earn that paycheck, because they are so worried, or I should say we are so worried about tomorrow. There's going to be a roof over my head tomorrow. There's going to be this and that. We're always worried about what will happen if something happens. Your car tears up, you got expenses. Your house burns down, you got expenses. You get real sick, you got expenses. That's what the hard working class people are always worried about. We're so independent about taking care of ourselves that we always are chasing that paycheck to make sure we're able to take care of ourselves tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's sad, it is, and it's a curse, I guess, because that's the way it is, and that's the way I think. And I don't like it. I don't like it. That's why you hear so many of us people that are struggling, and we're part of that working class. That's why we're always saying, oh, I wish I was rich. I wish I was rich. I wish I was rich. Rich people look at you like, well, work harder, well, that's why we're always wishing we were rich, because we are stressed out about worrying about tomorrow. So we work and work and work and work and work. Try to get as many hours as we can. Try to make as much money as we can. Oh, we're worried about tomorrow. And it's sad. It is. And I hate it. And I can't help feeling that way. You just want to throw your hands up and say, all right, I give up. I ain't worried about it. What happens, happens. But then you start thinking later, and then you're like, oh, I got to work. I got to make that next paycheck. I go years and years and years without taking vacation time. I usually just draw the money for it because I'm scared to take away from work. That's the extra you make. So it's hard. I'm trying to start taking vacation time. To do stuff for myself. But of course, every time I do take a vacation, I have a million things at home that tear up, or all kinds of stuff that has to be taken care or paid for or whatever, just things that happen. So it takes away from the enjoyment of being off work. You're actually draining your bank account, and then you're like, oh, I got to get back to work. I got this vacation now, I got to hurry and get back to work. That's how we think. For some of you people that are so wealthy that you just don't understand it. Y'all might be chasing a dollar, but it's an extra dollar for y'all. You just don't understand the struggles of someone that is focused on worrying about tomorrow, because our money don't stretch as far as yours does. And that's the thing about it. It's like most people, when you retire or whatever, people that retire, it's a stressful thing, because once you retire, you got to start you got to start budgeting your money very, very, very careful. Yeah, I know. That's just the thing. That's for for us hard working class at the bottom. We have to worry about stuff like that. Make sure that we got something for tomorrow. It's a different story when you've got, millions in the bank, and you're not worried about tomorrow, or you're worried about getting another million or whatever. But it's just a different view on it, And some people think that they're part of the bottom working class. that they're actually not. You know, they have enough assets that they're actually very well off. They just don't realize it, or they just don't want to admit it. And they'll put themselves at the bottom, and they'll try to be part of the lower working class, and they'll go get an old beat up vehicle and drive it back and forth to work, so that everybody looks at them and thinks that they're struggling just like them, you know, stuff like that. But anyway, that's why you see a lot of rich people will drive a little old beat up, you know, old vehicle or whatever, and they got a fancy thing sitting in the house up under a shelter somewhere or another, you know, hiding it for their leisure time. But it's just, you know, or you know, I'm not talking about somebody that maybe is holding on to a vehicle that's it's an older vehicle, and it's something that they worked so hard to get, and they got it, and they keep it because they're scared of destroying it, tearing it up, or whatever. It's a project. Because I got a 1998 that car flashed bright lights to me, because they think I got bright lights, but I don't. I got them on dim. But I got a 1998 Corvette at the house. I bought. It's my 50-year-old, you know, present of myself being 50 years old. That was my thing, you know. It's old guys, you know, it's guys when they get old, we got to get us a sports car, think it's gonna pick up the young chicks or whatever or something. Anyway, I got a 1998 Corvette, 50,000 miles on it, and trying to keep the miles down on it, and I got it covered up, and I need to get rid of it. It's not something that I need. But anyway, getting back to what I was talking about, you know, it's just the hard-working, somehow we want to call it the middle class, the hard-working middle class, independent middle class. That should what we say. Middle class, independent, working class. I don't know how to say it. Because you got the bottom class, I guess you would say the bottom class, middle class, and the high class. Well, the bottom class is people that, you know, they're unable to take care of themselves because of, you know, disabilities, or, you know, age, or you know, different sicknesses and stuff, you know, or they just, you know, people that can't, it's hard for them to take care of themselves, and they're struggling, and they're living off of, you know, they're what they got. Usually it's the middle class, hard-working class. When you retire, then you become the bottom class because you're living on a tight budget, unless you falling back on some inheritance or whatever, you know, or either you did well in life, therefore you weren't part of the middle class, you were upper class. So there's a fine line there, because when I say middle class, I'm not, the bottom class is not any, you know, insulting them or anything. That's the bottom class is people that have had hard luck, or either they're struggling, or either their retirement is on a low pension, or their sickness or disability or anything like that. Now you do have those certain individuals that are just lazy, don't work, and they're not part of the retired group, sick group, you know, disabled group. There are people that just walk up and down the streets and just don't add to society as far as, you know, being productive of anything. They pretty much rape the system and make money and get free money from the government from taxes that you pay working, struggling to try to be independent. Independent means you don't rely on nobody but yourself, and you earn everything that you get. That's the way I say it. Middle class, working class are people, is a class of people that are independently working. The independent working people taking care of their own self because they're getting out and busting their tail, making money so that they can take care of themselves, so they're not dependent upon someone else. But I'm not knocking people that are dependent on someone else, unless you're just living off of them because you're too lazy to get a job, and that's a different story, whole different video. So anyway, I'm just saying, that's just a little bit of my thoughts on that thoughts of what on that topic. Don't take anything I say serious. These are just my suggestions and my thoughts and my ideas of what I think and the way I see things. Not everybody has the same opinion on things, so take mine at a grain of salt. They're just my thoughts and ideas and my, opinions. That's all. Don't be offended by anything that I say. It's just my opinions. I don't hate nobody. I don't dislike nobody. Well, there's a few individuals that I do despise, and that's because they disrespected me in a certain way, and they lost that. They lost the old Jimmy, and that's it. So, anyways, folks. It's just another episode of my life and how I think and how I see things. Like I said, folks, don't take nothing I say serious. Don't be offended by anything I say, because how many billions of people are there in the world? Billions of people. We all think separately. No two people think exactly alike. We may agree on some things, but there's other things that we don't agree on. So say we're different. So if you think the same way I think about a certain thing, that's awesome. That's cool. We agree on something, but we don't agree on everything. And that's just the way life is. And that makes us individuals with their own thought process. And that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? That is a good thing. Anyway, folks, we are about to get started. We are about to get this process started. So if y'all got to be out and about on these highways and byways of this big, beautiful planet we call Earth, by all means, do be safe and courteous and nice, and do help somebody if you can, as long as it's safe for you to do so. And do be aware of your surroundings and what's going on. Don't let people to criticize you and try to ruin your life. Don't let it beat you down. Don't let it take you out. Just sit back, chuckle, and keep on going. That's the way life goes. Life is a beautiful thing, and it's all yours. It's all yours. So don't let nobody take your joy from you. Don't let nobody take your smile from you. This is your life, your only life you have. Enjoy it. Appreciate it. Because it don't last forever, folks. How many times do I have to stress that? Life does not last forever. One day we're going to be gone. And that's the period at the end of the sentence. You know what I'm saying, folks? Just try not to worry so much. Like I do. Alright, folks. That's it. That's a cut. This video is going to the editing department. It may or may not make it above that point. I will review it, make sure I didn't say anything that slanders anybody, cause anybody hard feelings, offends anybody. If it does, it may or may not make the cut. But until then, this is Mr. Jimmy. Peace out, my friends. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And then make sure you click on that notification bell also, so you'll be notified next time I post a video. Do like and share with anybody you think might want to catch this video. I appreciate and love each and every one of you. And don't y'all ever forget it.